Hi, boys and girls. Well, finally, it's Friday. And on Fun Friday today, we're going to read about an odd bird. And we know it's a penguin. And we know that penguins live in the South Pole, the southern hemisphere of our planet. Well, looking at this book, though, I can tell that it's probably going to be fiction. Yeah, I agree with you. We don't often see penguins wearing colorful shirts or bears dressed up in clothing or wolves dressed up in clothing. So I'm guessing that this story is fiction. And then on the back, I noticed that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very nicely organized and orderly penguins with one odd bird at the end. And the story is called Tacky the Penguin. And it is written by Helen Lester and illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. Let's take a look at Tacky. Tacky the Penguin. Our title page. There once lived a penguin. His home was a nice icy land that he shared with his companions. His companions were named Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect. His name was Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird. Every day, Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect greeted each other quietly and politely. Tacky greeted them with a hearty slap on the back and a loud, "What's happening?" Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect always marched 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tacky always marched 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 6, 0, 2.5, 0. I think someone should help Tacky learn how to count properly. Maybe he should come to math. His companions were graceful divers. Skapoosh, skapoosh. Tacky liked to do splashy cannonballs. Cowabunga! Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect always sang pretty songs like Sunrise on the Iceberg. Tacky always sang songs like, "How many toes does a fish have? How many toes on a fish?" Tacky was an odd bird. One day, the penguins heard the thump, thump, thump of feet in the distance. This could only mean one thing. Hunters had come. They came with their maps and traps and rocks and locks. They were rough and tough. As the thump-thump grew closer, the penguins could hear their growly voices chanting, "We're gonna catch some pretty penguins and we'll match 'em with a switch. We'll sell 'em for $1 and get rich, rich, rich." Things don't look good for the penguins. Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect ran away in fright. They hid behind a block of ice. Tacky stood alone. The hunters marched right up to him, chanting, "We're gonna catch some pretty penguins and we'll match 'em with a switch. We'll sell 'em for $1 and get rich, rich, rich." Don't know that Tacky should have stayed there, but maybe he has a plan. "What's happening?" blared Tacky, giving one hunter an especially hearty slap on the back. They growled, "We're hunting for penguins. That's what's happening." "Penguins?" said Tacky. "Do you mean those birds that march neatly in a row?" And he marched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 6, 0, 2.5, 0. The hunters looked puzzled. I thought penguins marched neatly. That's not neatly. "Do you mean those birds that dive so gracefully?" Tacky asked. And he did a splashy cannonball, and the hunters looked wet. "Cowabunga!" "Do you mean those birds that sing such pretty songs?" Tacky began to sing, and from behind the block of ice came the voices of his companions, all singing as loudly and dreadfully as they could. "How many toes does a fish have? How many wings on a cow? I wonder, yep, I wonder, yep, I wonder, wonder now." Ugh, terrible song. The hunters could not stand the horrible singing. This could not be the land of the pretty perfect penguins. They ran away with their hands clasped tightly over their ears, leaving behind their maps and traps and rocks and locks, and not looking very rough and tough. Goodly, lovely, angel, neatly and perfect, hugged Tacky. Tacky was an odd bird, but a very nice bird to have around. Way to go, Tacky. You definitely saved your companions from getting caught by the hunters. Well, scroll on down and you'll find out what your activity to do today is.